back.
Yeah, have we played? How many 1-1 games have we played? Okay, so 2. We had some guys down today. So as we've talked about many times this year, it's the next person's job to step up. And when you have a guy like Ryan Madsen, who's a good closer last year, you're going to try to use him as much as you can. I mean, I didn't want to have to use him for 4 outs, but we did. And then, Cotton boxed all day long. I mean, he was probably not as in sync as he normally is, but gets us through 6 with the lead. Frankie does a nice job in the 7th. We kind of match up in the 8th and had to use Ryan Madsen and for 4 outs. But all in all, it shows kind of the depth of the bullpen in a day that our 3 key guys are not available.
What's it been like watching Rosales do what he's done for you guys?
Yeah, it reminded me of the Sabathia game where he led the game off in New York with a home run. You know what? He brings a lot of energy to the table. He's excited about the opportunity. He's a terrific shortstop, and he's swinging the bat well right now. So it's not really, at this point in time, it's not surprising anybody anymore that he's playing as well as he is.
It's now 5 in a row with a winning streak. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a nice little run for us, and everybody's contributing, and we it's what we talked about, on opening day, is that it takes all 25 of us to win, and today is a prime example of that. It's just not your key guys sometimes at over 162 games. Some other guys have to take over in big situations.
Was there any change for Jarrell from the point where he had 2 guys on in I think the 3rd, and he just seemed to find another gear the rest of the way? Probably that.
Had to fight, and it just looked like he was a little bit out of sync for the most game. His rhythm wasn't like we've seen it when he's pitching real well. He's getting the ball and going. He was taking some time in between pitches, but that's when you really find out about guys that, maybe not their best stuff, maybe not their best command. They still go out there and give you what you need. He leaves with a lead, and we ended up winning the game.
I think you guys hadn't won a replay challenge yet this year.
I was aware of that. At that point in time, though, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's 8th inning, and, we're just going to do the best we can with it. But I was aware of that. We'd like to think that we'd have one of those calls where it hasn't been so close, and you get so many calls, a lot of times with us and the white shoe on the bag, and it's tough to tell, but you could see from the one angle that he got his foot down just before the ball was in the back of the glove.
And then you survived there.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's about, to tell you the truth.
Talk a little bit about what Healy's done for you since he sat down. He got the 2 pinch hits, and then.
Yeah, it's just to give him a breath. It's the first time he really kind of struggled at the big league level, and give him some time to work on some things and put that in the past. And then he had those 2 games too. He had 2 big pinch hits for us too, so that adds to the confidence. But the guy's a hitter. I mean, he's an impactful guy every time he steps to the plate.
Was that an emphasis for the lineup in general to really work Miranda and have him really work at least the weeks and counts?
Well, we always try to emphasize that especially with a starting pitcher, we're trying to make him work, try to make him throw a lot of pitches, get in the bullpen earlier in the game. So in that respect, yeah. But we also had some aggressive swings early in counts too, where we got some decent hits off them. But that's pretty much the kind of the mantra from our hitting coach all the time with a starting pitcher.
It had been like 5 years since Rosales had let off. Why today? Was it just about Rajay and not having other options, or where'd he go?
Well, going into the game, I think he was on base close to 500 against left-handed pitching. So it really wasn't a tough one. When I was putting together this morning, I actually was thinking about it last night. He was a slam dunk to lead off today.